给我瞄准了打。
KO。
中国18岁功夫少女横空出世，仅用一肘就将美国女拳王的下巴打碎，瞬间躺尸擂台，鲜血直流。打赢比赛更是当着成千上万的外国观众面前跳舞庆祝，如此精彩的一幕，简直将外国小黑子们气得咬牙切齿，却根本打不过她。此人就是18岁功夫少女王小花。王小花刚刚成年，不仅习得一身令旁人羡慕至极的好武艺，还在世界擂台轻松斩获13战13胜13次 KO 的耀眼战绩。王小花出道至今，无论是外国有名的精兵强将，还是其他国家的世界冠军，只要遇见她，都会被打得嗷嗷惨叫，哭爹喊娘。再加上她拥有着极高的运动天赋，王小花不仅仅是打拳界跳舞最好的，同时她也是跳舞界最能打的功夫少女。这也使得大部分外国女选手听闻她的大名都会浑身颤抖，打哆嗦。外国媒体更是宣传她就是中国女版李小龙。为了阻击王小花前进的脚步，美国高层可谓是彻底下来血本，更是拿出100万美金出场费，聘请连胜王者瓦尼亚与王小花做对手。根据资料显示，目前的瓦尼亚是美国拳坛历史上连胜最多的女拳王。上台之前，瓦尼亚放话自己会亲手将王小花打死在擂台上，证明美国人的强大。当然，有没有实力还需上台碰一碰便知真假。好了，废话不多说，让我们看看今晚两位选手的表现如何。第一回合开始，黑白短裤就是中国选手王小花，黑色短裤就是美国选手瓦尼亚。没想到比赛刚刚开始，瓦尼亚就对王小花展开激烈猛攻，全然没有将面前的功夫少女王小花放在眼中，还打算利用高频率的组合拳衔接肘击压制王小花。好在王小花自身的作战经验，仿佛才及时规避了许多伤害，同时还要拉开安全距离进行试探。要说战绩来说，瓦尼亚或许占据很大优势，但是毕竟王小花年纪轻轻，身体状态绝非常人相比，所以瓦尼亚的抱摔无法影响王小花的比赛节奏。
Takedown defense by Stamp right there. She's already started to make a frame here on the clinch, but you can see Jian strong in the clinch here, pushing Stamp against the cage like this.
Stand the back against the cage, trying to escape, throwing knees to the body of Jihan.
Yeah, I like Jihan keeping that pressure, keeping things nice and tight so Stamp can't utilize the clinch and start throwing those elbows. She's really good at that, especially with the redirections inside the clinch to create the space, and then she'll find time to throw those elbows. So it's really smart for Jihan to stay nice and tight, start looking for those trips, and start chaining these takedowns together. If one doesn't work for her, she has to have a plan B.
Still trying to take her down against the fence here. Opening round, the bout judge as a whole, 3 5-minute rounds in this MMA bout.
For this match, Jihan did a lot of grappling, and you can tell by her ears that she has been putting time in on the mats, Rich.
看着瓦尼亚的比赛架势，简直不达目的绝不罢休，还使出了蛮力，要将王小花拖入地面缠斗。但是结果却是王小花撑过拿到了骑乘位，进行新一轮进攻。要知道，王小花虽然精通传统武术，但是其自身的摔跤技术也是相当强悍，这才导致瓦尼亚的抱摔起到了反作用。为了扳回比分，瓦尼亚也使出了浑身解数，绝对不能让面前的18岁小姑娘压制太长时间。
To create space with the hips, get back into half guard. She's got the underhook on the right side. She's got to stay off her back. She's going to use it to get back up, take the back Stamp. Beautiful back take right there from Jihan. The Shadow Cat's moving well early on. Nice defense.
What a great scramble by Stamp there. You can see that once she defended that takedown, she actually landed a knee on the exit of that thing, and it led to 2 more knees on the ground.
Yeah, she isn't just trying to defend. She's trying to have offense in that defense by utilizing those knees and those short-range elbows. But Jihan's being relentless on this takedown attempt. Has her hands locked. Stamp could go for a ride right here. Man, the balance of Stamp is tremendous. But Jihan's able to muscle her down to the ground. See if Jihan can work her way into a more dominant position.
We knew this would be the game from Jihan. Try to take this thing to the canvas.
Stamp looking for that switch there.
Stamp's got good defensive wrestling. The way she's keeping her back up against the wall, so she's not going to go flat under her back, so she can work her way back up. Jihan needs to turn her off of the cage and try to get her back onto the floor. Stamp needs to keep her back there so she can work her way back up. She has to try to pull one of those legs out or create separation in her legs. So
两位选手从比赛开始到现在就打得极为火热，尤其是王小花利用自己精湛的摔跤技术，多次从危险中逆转。 瓦尼亚也没想到面前的对手如此强悍，屹立不倒。但是自己好歹是全美格斗大赛总冠军，想到这里，瓦尼亚就忍不住的用蛮力想要挣脱束缚，要尽可能的在比赛铃声敲响之前回到战力。长时间的被压制也会导致自己输掉比赛点数。
But because that grip that she has around Stamp's legs is just low. There you go. And that's what Jihin needs to be doing, is lifting her and pulling her out away from the cage, like you mentioned earlier, Mitch.
It's good awareness of Stamp, though, to keep this position, keep herself safe. But she's got to do a little bit more movement, because Jihin's going to make these minute little adjustments. There you go. She keeps punching, she's going to be able to try to find that space and try to get one of her legs free. If she wants to get up, she has to remove one of her legs or at least break the grip of Jihin. This is a strong position for Jihin to be in, or at least ride out the rest of this round.
Elbows to the top of the head of Jihin.
So you can see she's trying to triangle the legs and trap the legs in between hers.
30 seconds to go, round one.
See, now Stamp has the break. Now she's got separation. She might be able to work her way back up onto her feet.
She eats a couple of bites on the way up, but she does get to her feet. The Stamp Fairtex.
You know, that was a stand-up that was like 90 seconds in the making the whole way.
比赛来到第二回合，瓦尼亚深知自己目前的体力储备已经严重不足，只能咬牙硬撑的向王小花内围逼近。不得不承认，王小花今晚的比赛表现的确看呆了所有人。瓦尼亚身为格斗冠军，在王小花面前非但不能扩大比赛点数，还多次的抱摔，无果被压制在地面无法动弹。而来到地面缠斗王小花便开始施展层出不穷的砸拳肘击，瓦尼亚也开始后悔参加今晚的比赛。
Big shot by the #1 contender as she's got Jihin Ratsuwan on her back, dropping elbows.
Absolutely hammering away at Jihin, trying to survive here with 4:14 left in the third round.
Big elbows coming from Stamp. Jihin's trying to keep her close. She's got double underhooks pulling her in, just trying to regain her senses. She knows that she's not supposed to just keep her back flat on the mat, and she's supposed to angle off and get her side onto the mat and get a little bit of movement going on. But I think she's just trying to recover here from that big shot and those elbows that came down from the guard of Stamp.
Yeah, Jihin's too experienced of a grappler to just grab hold of Stamp like that. She's obviously doing this to eliminate any kind of space that Stamp can get for the strikes, trying to give herself enough time for the recovery.
Stamp postured up, but that gave Jihin the opportunity to regain full guard, and now Stamp's looking to do ground and pound damage.
早在上台之前，瓦尼亚的比赛支持率达到了80%，而王小花却仅有20%的支持率。可是现在的比赛情况来看，打完比赛将会有许多人懊恼不已，因为无论是站立对拼还是地面缠斗，王小花都几乎做到了全程压制打的瓦尼亚毫无还手之力。按照目前的比赛局势来看，瓦尼亚今晚非但不能凭借比分取胜，说不定还随时面临被 KO 送走的风险。
The wall, so she's not able to create any movement. Stamp can trap her there and drop elbows.
Yeah, I still don't like that pressure on Stamp's shoulder. If I was her or in her corner, I would be trying to clear Jihin's left leg there, which she's done.
Yeah, Jihin's probably looking for an armbar. See how she's trying to trap the arm? She might choose to shove the arm down and look for a triangle, but you can see the angle that she's creating by going horizontal to Stamp. She's looking for the armbar.
Work the hips. Work the hips again. Work the hips and elbows. Keep her head against the fence. Work the hips and elbows.
Yeah, Jihin might try to push that head, circle her left leg over the face to get the armbar, but she's right in Stamp Fairtex's corner, and they're guiding her step by step through this defense of this possible submission attempt coming from Jihin.
Work the hips. Reactive step.
Jihin has 2 submission finishes off her back, both triangles, so she's very comfortable here. She knows what to do, but Stamp is just imposing her will on Jihin by keeping her smushed up against the wall.
More active, Steph. Right base. Right base.
Yeah, I would like to see
for more activity.
I would like to see Stamp look for the finish here, posturing up, breaking guard, looking to actually pass guard, some sort of superior position. But she's not going to finish the fight in this.
比赛时间目前也来到了倒计时阶段，瓦尼亚还依旧无法从王小花的地面压制中挣脱束缚。当然，王小花是铁了心的打算终结瓦尼亚的连胜战绩。瓦尼亚在调整战术过后，也迅速做出了一些反应，开始利用一些地面柔术技术反击王小花。可是这时候再去反抗，也已经为时已晚。只要王小花继续压制获胜，也是迟早的事情。
head control, and that just eliminates the posturing ability of Stamp. But Stamp still finds a way to create a little bit of space and then start dropping the elbows.
You see the damage to the mouth. 3 big elbows to the face. Rajwan.
Yep, there she goes. She's trying to throw it up. There's the armbar attempt. Oh, it's tight.
Here
See if
comes
Stamp can fight out of it.
Stamp in some trouble now. The tides have turned.
Oh, she's out. But Jihin's on top for a scramble by Stamp. Stamp's going after the leg. Stamp's going after a leg lock.
40 seconds remaining as the action picks up.
Look at Stamp Fairtex striking on the knee.
Dad trying to lock it in.
This will be crazy if Stamp wins via bar.
Jihin able to wriggle free with some shots to the body of Stamp.
Stamp able to recover guard, get back into full guard, and stop that possible guard pass coming from Jihin Rajwan. Very tough. Jihin's not done yet.
10 seconds. Final 5 seconds of this very entertaining fight. Women's MMA on her back, Stamp, and that's it. Stamp Fairtex。
最后公布比赛结果，王小花实至名归，赢下了比赛最终胜利。大家认为王小花本场比赛表现如何呢？欢迎在评论区留言讨论，我们下期再见。